Now, the world, of course, remains concerned over what's been happening in the Middle East and its impact on energy supplies, especially amid Iran's warning to completely shut the Straits of Hormuz. The Union Minister for External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar, has spoken to his German counterpart, and he's also put out a message on the social media right now of that conversation. And here's what he said: a useful conversation yesterday with the German Foreign Minister Johann Wadephul on the West Asia conflict, agreed to remain in touch. That's what Dr. S. Jaishankar, our Foreign Minister, has just tweeted a short while back. A long list of engagements that the Foreign Minister has had over the last few days with several of his counterparts as well, over what's been happening in West Asia and how best to deal with the situation, including the impact on energy security. Let me go across to my colleague Rishabh now for more on this. Rishabh, this is of course part of a very extensive foreign policy outreach on the part of the Government of India. Several stakeholders who've been consulted and engaged with on the part of our External Affairs Minister, the German Foreign Minister being the latest such example.
President, there are three things here that we should look at. One, that India is trying to outreach all the stakeholders, because Strait of Hormuz, remember, becomes a problem for the whole of Europe, whole of Asia, and especially when it comes to countries like Germany, France. These countries import a lot of fuel like we do, and Strait of Hormuz and the whole West Asia crisis, for that matter, is a problem for them. So that is one thing, to outreach, to understand what is. The second is to gauge the international approach toward the crisis as well. When we talk to the Europeans, when we talk to the East Asians leaders, we try and understand from them that what their stand is on this and what we could do or how we could assist or take their assistance, for that matter, to get things better and back in place. Number three, India also wants to understand the acceptability of ceasefire, or for that matter, cessation of hostilities in the region, and what the world thinks, and on what issues will the world leaders be able to bring these warring nations on table. So these are the three things that the Government of India is also trying to understand, keeping in mind their own national interests, also trying to understand how India can help or assist or take assistance from the world powers to ensure that the hostilities end soon.
All right. Many thanks, Rishabh, updating us, of course, of the latest message that's been put out by our External Affairs Minister over his interactions with his German counterpart, as well over what's been taking place in West Asia. We have some more breaking news coming in, which is that multiple attacks have now been reported